What's up, Platinum?
What's up, Mace?
No, just chilling, man. Just chilling. You know.
Good for you, Mace. I'm gonna see if I can do the thumbnail while we talking, man.
Okay, no problem, man. We're
We
good.
got we got one more week, so here we go. It's got Mace. It's got your name on it, Mace. Here we go.
Get this up.
You ready for this weekend, Mace?
Oh,
Well,
hell yeah.
it's actually Saturdays.
I'm definitely ready for the weekend, bro.
Good for you.
No question about it. I
Mhm.
am pumped for this weekend. Tomorrow night, Oregon and Washington. Uh, Bama, Georgia.
Mm.
Yeah, I'm ready for it. No doubt.
I got you, Mace. What's up with you?
Yeah, right now, I'm just chilling, man. You know, I had a long morning,
You
but
know,
I'm
so
good.
what we got today? We just got a pro game.
We got Dallas, Seattle. I think Dallas is a touchdown favorite. I could check for you right now. Dallas is an 8.5, 9 point favorite tonight.
Yeah, Mace, I
Yeah,
don't
good.
see I don't see why anything would change. With Dallas, they've been money versus regular teams.
Yeah.
Seattle's just a regular team, tad bit overrated in my opinion. I'm not at all impressed by Gino. Um, I would lay the 9. I'd lay the
Okay.
9. I expect I expect the Cowboys to take them apart. I'd say by the half they should be up 21 to nothing with
Okay.
that defense coming in. With Gino too, Gino will turn that thing over with the way that defense has been picking balls off. And yeah, I don't see why it'd be any different. I don't,
Yeah. I think this is it for Seattle. Their schedule is just murder. And I think it's going to open the door for Green Bay and the Rams because Minnesota showed themselves against Chicago at home on Monday night. So uh, I'm looking at that right now. And I'm not going to touch the game, but uh, I could see Dallas winning this game. You
Yeah,
know,
I can see Dallas winning and covering this game. I don't see the problem.
I'm with you.
Yeah, just sometimes the way, especially Dallas, the way they've been playing, they get a bunch of regular season wins and it plays out where they got the night game. They just had a Thursday night game, Thanksgiving. They got the fans, they got the crowd behind them. I don't see why it would be any different. I don't see them turn all of a sudden messing all of a sudden they're gonna mess up and they can't pass the football. They can't play defense. That's what I'm saying. I don't see it. I think they're gonna burn Seattle.
Okay. I can see that.
So should be an easy victory.
Yeah, I can see that. I could definitely see that. Without a doubt. I'm just looking at some of these NFL games this week. I'll tell you which one turned since the last time I looked in here.
Huh?
The Eagles opened up as a 3 point favorite on the 49ers. Now it's the reverse. The 49ers are now a field goal favorite.
Okay.
Just like Green Bay, the Chiefs opened up as 7.5, 8 point favorite. That's down to 6 now.
Okay. Getting that
Yeah,
action. A lot of that's money coming in on those teams. I haven't even looked at those games.
yeah. I'm with you with that.
As that money starts to come in, game things change. People start taking another look at games, injuries, all of these things start to happen. So we got
I
to
think
see it now. Now, Mace, I already stood. I'm standing on it. I said, and I stand by this. We got the Michigan Wolverines will play the Iowa Hawkeyes for the Big Ten championship on Saturday. They won't kick off to 8 p.m. So unfortunately, you guys got to wait the whole day. The Wolverines are a 22-point spread favorite. The game, the total is 34 points.
yeah.
Okay. Will the Wolverines finish the job? Okay, they won all their games. They got the public perception. Harbaugh will be back on the sideline. They normally only give up about 10 points a game. Iowa has his work cut out for him. Iowa lost their starting quarterback versus Michigan State. They're 6-1. While Mace, I'm telling you, I feel it in my bones. I feel it in my bones, Mace. I'm calling for the outright upset. Iowa will win the game, not just stay within the number, the 22 points. I'm calling for an outright upset. Iowa is going to win this game. I don't know how it's going to shake up the college football pool. I don't know how that's going to shake it up. I don't think Iowa cares. Iowa's going to win this game. Even though they struggle with Nebraska, even though nobody thinks it. Iowa's going to they're going to stretch their legs. They're going to win this game, Mace.
I got you.
You agree?
I don't know. I don't know. I'm not like a Michigan supporter because last time I saw Michigan in a big game, they got smoked by TCU.
Okay.
So I got you down for Iowa plus 22.5.
No, Iowa will win the game straight up.
Yeah. You
No, we
taking
don't.
it?
We don't need the points.
Okay.
Iowa
Yeah.
straight up.
All right.
You'll thank me later, Joe. Hey.
James will thank you later. Okay.
Only thing that I do have a problem with, if you want to say I do have a problem with the late start. I'd rather they kicked off early. I would rather they would go ahead and kick that ball off 11 o'clock. But 8 o'clock, I could just feel it, man. I've been watching Iowa, that other side.
Yeah.
I watch them, and they struggle with Nebraska's trash. And he struggled with Nebraska. But it's something about Iowa. The way they stay in them games, they keep it close, man. When they play, most of the time when they play both, and it's going to be very interesting to see how this plays out, man. Put me down for Iowa win the game straight up. We haven't had if you think about it, when was the last time we had our upset? I was looking at the whole Thanksgiving, no upset. None of these top 10. Where's the hiccup? None of them. You got Texas, Oklahoma, but for the most part, all the top teams except for Alabama. And we'll find out what's going to happen on Saturday. All these teams, Georgia undefeated, Florida State undefeated, Michigan undefeated. There was no hiccup this year. And I'm telling you, man, they're overdue. They are overdue. That game, the only thing that sort of runs me from it is the late kickoff. Because see, a lot of times, because other teams get upset, Guys go back. He said we need to do a quick student meeting. Coach want everybody in the locker room. You know, I'm talking about they kick off at 7, right?
Yeah.
Coach calling an emergency meeting. Everybody, mandatory meeting in the back in the locker room at 3:30, and he going over. Hey, you just saw, one of these teams. It could be the Alabama game. We just saw Alabama lose. It just shows you got to have your head together. Get your head in the game. Get your head in the game. And then that sort of like wakes guys up. That's why I don't like a late kickoff. I like it to be early. So when them upset come, they already either on field and it's too late. With them late games, guys get, even though guys be drunk and all of that, they get their second win. So not a fan of the late kickoff. That's the only thing that makes me lean toward Michigan. But they're still a college football team. They just had a humongous win. They are due a letdown. They've been playing all year. Harbaugh's coming back. That's going to be a whole different coach out there. And I'm couple that with disrespect toward Iowa. They struggle with Nebraska. It's hard for a team to take them serious, man.
That's Coach, why I said okay when you said you was going to take them.
Yeah, Coach like, hey, man, we need to be serious about studying. And guys are like, okay, Coach. They're like, are you serious? These guys struggle with fucking Nebraska. Guys in there playing video games. Coach walks out of there, guys in there playing video games. It's too late. Once they're on the field, it's too late.
Yeah, I agree with that.
So what we gonna do, Mace? I'm giving you Georgia, Alabama, and fade to the back. We got Iowa, whoever that quarterback is. We got the Iowa quarterback. I don't know who he is, but he's on the flyer. He'll be the only guy. You'll be the only guy, Mace, who put that out as a play. I'm feel comfortable about that too, man. I'm serious.
I know you do.
I think I was gonna get them. I'm looking. I know they run. Nebraska. That's what Nebraska does. Nebraska's a bunch of runners, right? So they just had a hell of a scrimmage. I was coming into this game scrimmaged up. Michigan can pass, but that's not what they're going to be doing. They're going to be running the football. And Iowa just played Nebraska. In Nebraska, that's all they do. And they came back and they won. And I was looking at that coach, and man, don't underestimate. If they don't come, let down game. If they don't have their shit, oh man, I'm finna send it to you right now, Mace. Let me go ahead and hop in this damn thing right here.
The only way Michigan loses to Iowa is if Jim Harbaugh is hired as the next Bears coach. Exactly. No name Iowa QB gonna get hammered by the Wolverines D. CFL balls all over Mace. Okay. Bama won last second. I saw that Saturday night. Seminoles are frauds. Purple Huskies versus Ducks. Biggie won the last time that was. That's true. Iowa ain't beating Michigan. You gotta understand, Platt, Moss is a Michigan guy. He likes Michigan. He loves Michigan.
Okay. Tell him I'm on his side.
Football means CFL. We own emoji. I guess.
I'm on his side, man. Okay. Man, let me tell you something. No. See, I'm still trying to do this flyer. I've been doing this stuff too long, man. I am just telling you. I wish it was just that simple. And I just saw the Alabama, the Auburn Miracle, right? I didn't get a chance to watch the game. I saw they won. I didn't know they did that. Last second touchdown, man. What the?
4th and 19, he got the touchdown, 27 yards. Can't make it. That's why Auburn is Auburn.
Well, no, Mace, I remember you almost called that last week.
Yeah, I did.
You did it the week before. You said Auburn will probably get them, man. Because I remember you said that, but you didn't harp on it. You didn't stay on it.
Yeah, I just felt that in those rivalry games, I'm not too crazy about Alabama. I will say this.
There you go, Mace. I just sent it.
Okay. I'll say this. Alabama's going to play the best game they play all year on Saturday. I tell you that.
A lot of Georgia boys said Georgia gonna blow them out. Ain't gonna even be close. That's what I've been hearing. So, it's a lot of statistical data. A lot of statistical data that is saying that clearly that that's not the case. They're saying that Alabama's a worthy opponent. Very possible Alabama might even win the game. They're going from a blowout. Well, we'll see, man. That's all we got to do is see. And then that's Saban. And if you want to take Saban individually, if you just take him, and then people cross-reference his coaches, he's never lost to a head coach or a guy who's coached under him 3 times in a row. Never. So you're getting into never ever. So, and then Georgia, this is not even the playoffs. This is the championship game. And like I'm saying, man, and I looked at it last week, that second shoe is yet to drop. And this is normally not college football. This is normally not college football. Guys going undefeated like that. Michigan, Florida State, no hiccups. You had Georgia. Georgia's only, Alabama's the only team that's really been playing. Then you get this miracle in the end zone. What the hell? I still don't know what that was all that time. Why did they give him so much time to throw?
I don't know, but I know one thing. That coach definitely has to lose his job over that. That was as pathetic as a coach can call a defense and basically the last play of the game. 4th and 19, they got 27 and a touchdown.
Fourth and goal.
Yeah, from like the 27. Because they had a penalty right before that. That intentional grounding right before that. And Saban was losing his mind, like saying, God damn, we're not going to be playing for anything. He was like, and then he went to jubilation, bro.
Yeah, so there you go. So we got one game. We got one pro game. We got Dallas, Seattle. I'm on the side of Dallas. I don't see why you change. I think this game's over at the halftime. Dax, he's expecting a new child. I just saw his old lady up there, some Lopez, some Latino chick, some thick chick. Congratulations to Dax. Playing against Seattle, a non-factor, a non-threatening team. Dak normally just eats through these teams. I don't see why he's not going to put up another 6 touchdowns. The defense not going to have a bunch of picks, a bunch of sacks. And I see Tony Pollard, the Thanksgiving game. Tony Pollard's starting to run now. He still doesn't have his full steam, that full stride, but he's running harder now. And, I don't think he'll get that back yet this year. But if he gets that back, man, that breakaway, it's over. It is over. So that's the that's our we got our Friday night. Now that's Thursday night. Then we got our Friday night. We got New Mexico State at Liberty, number 4, undefeated, 10.5. Ooh, I'd take Liberty.
It's 11.5 now, Platt.
11.5. I take Liberty. I take Liberty. If I was going to play this game, I'd take Liberty.
Okay.
New Mexico State does have an offense. They 10-3.
Mm-hmm.
But Liberty, this is a undefeated season. I don't see it. And they're at Liberty.
Yeah, at Liberty. Yeah.
Yeah, this is gonna be a celebration right here. No telling. They probably got homecoming. They probably having all types of extra stuff. Yeah, this is gonna be a festival right here, man, with a culmination of a football game at the end. But I mean, I don't want to just sleep on New Mexico. I wouldn't want to, I wouldn't want to just overlook New Mexico State, because one thing they can do, they can score. So I'd say it's going to be close. I'll say it's going to be. I'd say don't play the game.
Okay.
Yeah, I just say don't play that. If you got to go Friday,
Yeah.
just ignore that game and go into this Washington game. You get 9 points.
9.5.
9.5. It's an overlay. Penix. They're not going to shut him out. Now, will they be able to score on that Washington defense? I doubt it. What they did to Utah, I've never seen anybody do that to Utah. They literally shut Utah out the whole half. I don't even think they had a completion. I mean, they blanketed those receivers. They pressured the quarterback. They caused all types of turnovers. And Penix, man, he kept driving the ball.
You do know that Oregon held them to 6 in their home field. I'm talking about in Utah a couple of weeks ago.
Oregon held Utah to 6?
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't see it with the whole game.
Yeah.
Didn't see it. What was the final score?
I think it was like 30-something to 6. But it was a beatdown.
Well, it's up to the person, man. If you think
Now, too many points for me. Too many points.
I was gonna say, if you think Oregon can cover that number, I don't. Another thing too, and we can talk. I don't think Oregon is playoff. Oregon's not college playoff material. Now, I said at the beginning of the year, Washington wasn't. I said this is a good time for this guy Penix to show off his arm. He'll go to the draft. Other than that, I said they're a so-so team. I don't expect him to be in the college playoffs, but they've managed to stay undefeated, and they're in the championship game. And I don't get how people figure Oregon, because they got more work, that all of a sudden they're just going to show up and get rid of Washington. I disagree. You got two situations you got to deal with: Michael Penix, then you got to deal with their defense.
They beat Utah 35-6 in Utah.
I got you, man. Washington beat Utah. I got you. Washington went all the way through. Washington beat USC. Washington beat all of them guys, including Oregon. At Oregon.
By the way, this game...
this is a neutral field, right? This is in Vegas.
In Vegas, yeah. And the game is on ABC, not Fox. 8 o'clock Eastern, 7 o'clock Central. Tomorrow night. So I think
that everybody's over the Ducks. I think a lot of people are rooting for the Ducks. I mean, what's there not to root for? They got a high-powered offense. They got a Heisman Trophy quarterback. The coach is from Georgia, a Georgia assistant coach. They got a good team. But I'm telling you, man, you don't want to play Washington, man, because Washington even surprised me. I didn't know they was going to have a defense to go with the offense. And I thought they're going to have just a good offense, decent team. I'm talking about 8 wins, 9 wins. This guy goes to the pro. When they break them all down, when they go to the combine, when they count everything, look at the high jump, the speed, when they go to the camps, the one-on-ones, overall, they would have said Penix. Penix is the best quarterback in the draft. He'll go. Whether he wins the Heisman or not, he'll be the first overall pick, period. I mean, there would
I
be
don't
no
see
question
that
about
flag.
that.
I
No, that
don't
would be
see
no
that at all.
that would be no question about that.
You'll
But
see.
what we're going to see is Oregon overlaid by Vegas. Let me just say something about that. They don't normally make mistakes like that. So there must be something they see that we don't, that I don't. If they giving you 9, they're saying Oregon gonna blow them out. They're gonna bait you on. The whole point of Vegas is to put you on the wrong side of the number. So if you're giving 9 points, that scares me and say, what the hell? You're giving me 9 points? But I'm going to go ahead and believe in Washington. I'll take that, and I say Washington stays. I say Washington beats Oregon. They stay within the number, and that's at Friday. That'll be what I don't even know what time that is.
8:00 my time, 7 yours.
Okay, so I take if we might as well watch that. Forget that New Mexico State game, Liberty game, unless you went to Liberty or you just like Liberty. That game is going to be real close to the number. Even if Liberty covers, it's going to be like 14. Liberty will be up 24-10, so it's going to go down to the wire. They're not going to blow them out. But we'll see.
Classic Barrister was our family.
Okay.
And he gave us both a great compliment. He said we're both the two best collab concept creators. Totally appreciate that, fam.
Yeah, well, we're running out of concept, mates, because the season's over. But anyhow, what we got next? Okay, we got our Saturday games, right?
Yes.
Now we got the MAC championship, Miami at Toledo. We're going to rock with Miami over Toledo. What's my numbers on that, Mace?
Tell you in 2 seconds. Miami and Toledo is Toledo 8-point favorite.
8-point favorite?
Yeah.
I go out there and take a chance, man. Take Miami to win the game outright.
Okay.
Win the game outright. What time's it kicking off, Mace?
Let you know in a second. That game kicks off at 11 your time in the morning.
That's an early game. You can forget about that our Michigan game. But we're not going to forget about that over here. We're calling for the flat out. Let me clear my throat. We're calling for the flat out upset. That don't kick off to 8:00. My fault. You got what's the early game? Let me come over here. What's the early games? We got Saturday. We got
Miami of Ohio's at 12:00.
Okay. So that's the MAC championship. That's they're kicking off early. Then we got on the other side, we got Okie State versus Texas. Now, how did Okie State get this? How did they get in here?
Because they beat Oklahoma.
So they came out of nowhere and beat Oklahoma?
Yep.
They weren't supposed to beat Oklahoma?
Exactly.
Okay.
That's where Oklahoma is going nowhere.
So now, who's the better team, Oklahoma or Okie State?
To me, it's Oklahoma.
Okay, did they throw a bunch of interceptions, have a bunch of turnovers?
Yeah.
So it came out of nowhere and kept turning the ball over?
Yep.
Yeah, that don't bode well for Okie State, man, playing Texas. Because now Texas playing a lesser opponent.
And the game, you basically, it's a home game for Texas. It's in Jerry's world. So
Jerry's world, okay.
Yeah, that's a home game for Texas.
Okay, well, it looks like Oklahoma.
Raven went to Oklahoma, so he's supporting Okie State in this one.
Well, that's your boy though. That's the guy you've been bragging on. He's coaching that game, Max.
Which guy?
The coach of Okie State.
I don't like Mike Gundy, bro. One
I
of the most
noticed.
gutless teams you ever
Yeah,
see is Oklahoma State.
Babe, I noticed.
I know. I'm just playing around. I'm laughing. I'm cracking up, bro. I'm
I
just
noticed
smiling
that
up
you
here,
don't
man.
like Gundy at all, and he's wind
No,
up playing. What do you think? What's the odds of him beating Texas, mate?
0.
Okay.
Okie State's a black man's paradise. Okay.
Is it?
According to Raven Knight, he went to OU, so he should know. He's a graduate of OU.
Sounds like. Okay, so let me see. We're gonna go. We're gonna go. You saying Texas? Let me go. Let me take a look.
Mine's 15.
Okay. Oh, let me get over here. Okay.
Raven said, yes, it is a black man's paradise.
Yeah, the numbers are on your side. Let's say, yeah, the numbers. A lot of the statistics, the history of the matchups lean toward Texas with a statistical win. So they said Tech, yeah, because I was talking about that Tech. They dismantled Texas Tech. Yeah, so Texas, you really don't want to play Texas, not now.
No.
Not the way they've been playing.
And remember, beginning this year, it happened already. Every year now in the SEC, beginning on week 2 of the season, is always Alabama versus Texas. Next year's game is back in Austin. That's your week 2 game in the SEC every year now. Alabama at Texas, so Texas at Alabama.
Yeah. Well, they got Alabama, but Alabama, they'll be all right. Now check this out.
Yeah, go ahead.
We're gonna take me and Mace. At least I'm on Texas. You on Texas?
Yeah.
Okay. Texas minus the 14.5.
Yeah, you could take that.
I think it might get ugly.
I think so too.
Yeah, it might get ugly in there they might put it up there. I'd say halftime 31-0, 31-3. So yeah, they'll be talking about playoffs. Yeah, then that's another thing. They're trying to impress the the playoff committee. So they might put extra, few extra points on the board.
Yeah, you do that, yeah.
They might take it to 70.
Yeah, that's when you run up the score. Hey, let me ask you a question. We haven't followed these teams all year, this next game. But I'm gonna play this game because I love the basketball program so much. I'm gonna take UNLV to win the MAC. What do you call it? I forgot the name of the goddamn conference, but basketball.
That's not for the MAC. I mean, I don't know.
Oh, it's not the MAC. I forgot what they call that conference out in the West Coast.
I don't.
It starts with an
M. I got you. They play in Boise. I got you.
I'm gonna take UNLV plus the 2.5.
Why? Any particular reason why?
I think UNLV being in a championship game for the first time in probably our lifetime in a conference. I like the new coach they got. They have there. I love the facilities. I'm gonna take the young brother at quarterback. I'm gonna go UNLV. That's gonna be one of my plays this week. I'm gonna take the 2.5. Okay. UNLV.
Okay, we can rock with that. I don't have a problem. I'll stay with that. They said Boise. They fired their coach, and UNLV lost to San Jose State, but they got a great year. The coach is doing a good job. I could take that. I haven't been impressed with Boise at all. I think Boise had a bad year this year.
Ever since Peterson left, they've never been the same.
Yeah, now that's a game I won't watch. I can guarantee you that.
No, I'm not watching it either. I mean, matter of fact, I'll be at the movie theater.
That's a game that going on. That's going to be a game that's on that I never even knew was on.
By the time I get home, I'll catch the end of Georgia and Alabama.
You got a Tulane AAC championship, Tulane SMU. Yeah, and I sort of messed up because I've always been on Tulane, and Oh man, I remember one. I mean, it was playing Memphis, and I was looking at that. And Memphis was favored, and I said, Memphis can't beat no damn Tulane. This was after they had Ole Miss only beat them by like 7 points, and I said, Memphis can't beat Tulane. And sure enough, somebody pulled me off the game, and sure enough, Tulane went in there and beat Memphis by 14 points, and it was pissed me off. And then Tulane, they out here now by SMU. I take Tulane. I take Tulane to beat SMU.
So you taking Tulane with 3.5? Okay.
Yeah, I'd be surprised if they lost to SMU.
Put that on for you.
And the big one, Alabama, Georgia.
6 Georgia, some places 5.5.
Okay. Georgia's won 29 consecutive games. Then had 3 12-0 seasons. They've outgained every opponent they faced. Alabama, they got to face Alabama. If it wasn't for Auburn, I think if Auburn would have won, Auburn would be here, right?
Yes.
Yep. And Alabama won because of the Auburn miracle. I don't know, man. I'm gonna tell you the truth. I gotta go with Alabama. After that, if you look at that and see, go look at that on YouTube like I did, and see that quarterback just standing there for almost a minute. Oh, well, okay, 30 seconds. That guy stands in the pocket on a 4th and 19, 4th and goal. No time left, and almost up by 4. And he stands in the. I have no idea why they didn't put no pressure. I'm still thinking about, man, you could have just sent somebody at him, Nobody was on him. They was more concerned with him running.
Yeah.
Yeah, they was leaning back like those linemen. They were trying to get him, but they was more like hanging off those offenses because they did not want him to run the ball. And that man sat there in that pocket, man, and looked and hit that dude right in his hands in the corner of the end zone. Said, and then Saban was like, go for 1. And I said, what the? I don't know, man. If that's telling me, that tells me it's meant to be, man. Alabama gonna beat Georgia.
You got it.
Put that down. You putting that down?
Yep.
Okay. Uh-oh. We got another upset, Mace.
Which one?
We got another. You ready?
I'm ready. Yes, sir.
Let's take it. Let's go to the ACC championship. None other than FSU
In Louisville.
and the Louisville Cardinals.
You go ahead, then I'll tell you who I like in this game.
Louisville gonna beat them. Louisville is gonna bring the money home. If you want to make some money, go with Louisville. If you ain't scared, if you scared, take the points. If you ain't scared, go up to the booth, go up to that pay window and say, I ain't scared. Give me Louisville, win the game outright. Give me Louisville.
I'm gonna take my Seminoles in this one.
You're damn right.
Give me Louisville, win the game outright. What's the line, Mace?
2.5.
2.5. You ain't getting no points anyhow. And that should tell you something right there. Look how many games Louisville done lost?
2.
And Florida done lost how many games?
0.
And Louisville's ranked where?
9th.
Louisville's 9th ranked team in the nation?
Yep.
And Florida's ranked where?
Florida State's number 4.
Ah, man. I'm taking Louisville, man. That line should be about at least 12 points. That line's too close. I'm taking Louisville. Didn't Florida State, who they played? They just played
who they just play? They beat Florida in Gainesville.
almost lost, didn't it?
Oh, I don't know. Did they almost lose that one, Canes?
It was a good game. But still, I don't trust Louisville. I'm sorry.
Well, give me Louisville.
I already put it up.
So we got our
You got a lot today,
three Saturday picks. We got Louisville. We got Iowa.
Yeah, you didn't say that one, but I'll put it down.
Oh, we haven't got to that yet.
Let me see. Yeah, we didn't get to Iowa yet.
Okay. we got Louisville. We got Alabama. And we're going to finish it off with a cherry.
No, we got Iowa. We did that one first. 22.5. Yeah, we got
Iowa 22.5 underdogs will win the game outright. They're going to stretch
the Cowboys tonight.
They're going to stretch their legs, brother.
All right, Platt so far got Iowa plus 22.5 to win outright. He got Washington to win outright plus 9.5. He got Miami of Ohio to cover at 8 plus 8.5. Tulane minus 3.5. Texas minus 14.5. Bama plus 6 and Louisville plus 2.5.
There we go.
So you're playing all the underdogs to win outright. Okay.
Well, not all of them.
And some to cover. Okay, but at least we all have the teams you're picking this week.
Okay.
Me, I'm only going 3 games. I'm going Vegas 2.5. Plus, I'm going my Seminoles 2.5 minus 2.5.
No, everybody and their grandma has hopped on them 21 points an hour. So they're not hopping on the win. They're just going on the cover.
Yeah, the cover, yeah.
Yeah, I'm taking Iowa win the game outright. When you see Iowa up 21, Michigan 3 at the half, it's over. It's over. Mace, it's over.
Yeah, okay.
I don't care. Ain't gonna come back, Mace. All that running, you can't come back.
My third game, I'm going to take Washington plus the points. I know Bo Nix is playing great, but I'm going to take the Huskies to cover, but Oregon to win the Pac-12 and make the playoffs.
Now hold up. Oh, so if they win this because it's the championship game, they would slide ahead of Washington?
Yeah, I keep telling you, man.
Even though that they have the same record?
Yeah. By the way, just to let you know, what's that big conglomerate up in Boston? The guys who do the sports up there. There's only going to be 2 Heisman candidates between Bo Nix and the kid at LSU, the quarterback at LSU.
Okay.
They leaked that out this morning.
Yeah, but Mace, I'm not a big Heisman guy.
Neither am I.
You win it, that's good. You won it. Cabe, he won it. I mean, they win it, but I don't even know how much it influences the pros as far as picking.
It doesn't really, unless you have a big following. Like these 2 guys don't have big followings. One guy plays in the Pacific Northwest. The other guy plays at LSU, but LSU already got 3 losses. So,
but they'll have a bowl game.
Yeah, but they're gonna get the Heisman out next week.
So that's what we got. We got the text. So you got Saturday. That's 7. You got the games tomorrow night. You got the Dallas. I don't see why Dallas won't do the same thing they did on Thursday. Whenever they play these average teams, Seattle is an average team. Whenever they play these teams, they dismantle these teams. Michael Parsons, shows up. The defense shows up, and Dak shows up. Dak starts throwing touchdown. Even saw Tony Parsons run hard for it. I ain't seen that all year. So
Dallas, but we'll see Dallas beginning now, these are the next 5 games, folks. Seattle, Philly, at Buffalo, at Miami, Detroit. We'll see where Dallas is when their plane leaves South Florida on Christmas Eve.
There you go. Now, we got that's 12 o'clock, 3 o'clock, the UNLV. I agree with that. You like UNLV, even though they're underdogs.
Yeah, I'm going to take
Boise firing their head coach. Yeah, and then, but you ain't really getting, I'm saying they don't really give you nothing. You got App State, Troy. I don't know which game that is, but I probably would go with App State.
Nick Coastal Carolina.
Yeah, okay. I'm out. It's on the board. SMU, Tulane. I take Tulane. Georgia, Alabama. I take Alabama. Man, that's gonna be where in the Georgia Dome.
Yeah.
Woo, man. He put together 3 12-0 season, Mace.
You know what's funny?
Mm.
I'm gonna keep the point. I think in the past that stadium will be full of Bama. I think now what's at stake for Georgia, I'm going to say that stadium will be 80% Bulldog fans. I mean, Georgia's about to do something none of these teams have done, and not only our lifetime, my mother's lifetime. My mother's 85 years old, and my mother was born 2 years after Minnesota three-peat in an old-style system. So what Georgia's doing, folks, is historic. And my man Fantastic is pulling up here if they do pull it off. And it's going to give me an hour glorifying about his Georgia Bulldogs. Shout out to Mr. Fantastic. So,
well, what we got, man, is Sunday.
I'm here already in the NFL. I already got one of my games already.
Okay, speaking of Georgia, we got Atlanta, New York. Atlanta 5-6, New York 4-7. Atlanta
2-point favorite. I'm leaving
man,
that game.
I'd take the Jets.
Okay. Let me put that down.
If I had to pick it, no, don't put them down. I'll tell you which one.
Okay. I got you.
You could put Dallas. You could put Dallas tonight down as a.
Yeah, I put Dallas already.
Okay, yeah.
9.5.
We finna jump over here to Miami, Washington. With what's going on with Washington, Rod Rivera, he's got to win. You got Miami 8-3. Ooh, I'm rocking with Miami.
You taking the 9.5?
I take the 9.5. Even though he's got to do it, he ain't gonna be able. He just don't have this year. He don't have the personnel. And this guy is overrated. Sam Howell guy, he's not ready.
Everything.
I give Sam about 2 more years, but no, he just don't have the team. Didn't they get rid of a lot of their offensive line? I mean, their defensive linemen and stuff.
Yeah, they did that 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. And they need to get rid of Rod Rivera, so. I go ahead and take Washington, go in there and blow them out. I take the 10 points.
Yeah, you take the 9.5. Okay, I already put it down.
Okay, Detroit, New Orleans.
That's 4.5.
New Orleans 5-6, Detroit 8-3. I don't know why Detroit can't keep doing what they've been doing. I'd lean Detroit, going there and cover at New Orleans.
You playing that one?
No.
Okay.
You got You got Cardinals at New England.
No, Cardinals at Pittsburgh.
I mean, my fault. Chargers at New England.
Yeah, 5.5 there. Chargers.
4-7, 2-9. Yeah, I'd have to go ahead and rock with the Chargers, man.
Boy, if they lose that one,
has he been?
Don't get on the plane, bro.
Has he benched Jones?
Yeah, he benched him. Yeah, he benched him.
Yeah, because
matter of fact, he told all 3 quarterbacks on the roster be on standby, ready to play. So you know it's bad there, bro.
Okay. We got Arizona at Pittsburgh.
5.
5 points. Pitt. Everybody's all over Pitt. Give me Arizona, bro.
You want me to put that down?
Yeah, give me Arizona. I say
Right.
Arizona go in and win the game. Arizona with Kyler Murray, they're not ready for him. That's what we said that last, and Kyler won the game.
He sure did.
You can't just look. Arizona could be in transition. Arizona could be trash, but you just cannot sleep on Kyler Murray. He makes a lot of plays, man. When you think that he's sacked or you think that it's over, and that's the difference. And your team winds up losing because they can't get that guy. So now I take Kyler Murray. I think the public's forgot about him. I think everybody's on Pittsburgh. I take Arizona win that game.
Would you like me to tell the public your record, or you want me to stay quiet?
No, don't worry about that. Yeah,
it's a damn good record, though. I'm sorry. I have to. He's going with FSU. FSU dogs for Louisville. All right. Let me people in the chat. If you got questions about certain college or pro games with Platt, just ask them. Pull them in the chat.
We got Denver at Houston.
That's one of my games this week.
Yeah, Houston has lost, I think, 2 in a row.
No, they lost 1. They just lost to Jacksonville.
Okay, lost to Jacksonville. Had a chance to win, couldn't make it.
Yeah, missed the field goal.
I'm gonna rock with Houston.
Okay.
I'm gonna take Houston over Denver. I think Russell or whatever. Yeah, whatever. Anyhow, I take Houston.
We're going oppo that game. I'm going with the Broncos.
Yeah, I take Houston. You got Indy at Tennessee.
That's another one of my plays this week.
Gotta go ahead and go with Indy, man.
I'm taking the 1 point also.
You gotta take Indy. You gotta go ahead and go with Indy. You don't know what Tennessee got. Has they given the job back to Tannehill, or are they still going with those rookies?
They're going with Levis.
Okay, and he's sucking.
He sure is.
Okay, so they see he's not the man. So
that's one of my plays next week. I think Miami's gonna put 60 on Tennessee next Monday night for the national audience. That's the Monday night game next Monday night.
Carolina at Tampa Bay, 4-7, 1-10.
Tampa 5.5.
You take Tampa?
No, I'm leaving that game alone.
Well, if you had to play it, okay. If I had to play it,
I would play Tampa. Yeah,
I'd take Tampa.
Carolina's just a mess.
Cleveland at Los Angeles Rams.
Rams 3.5. Rams trying to get the last 2 playoff spots. So them in Green Bay. So.
Man, I'd have to rock with Cleveland. I watched the Rams the Seattle game. Mm-hmm. Lot of mistakes by what's his name, the quarterback. A lot of mistakes. Just got Stafford. A lot of mistakes. Wasn't impressed at all with the Rams. I don't know why they got the Rams favorite. Maybe because of the backup quarterback. I take Cleveland.
I'm taking the Browns plus 3.5.
I think the defense too. That defense is going to shut Stanford down. Now you got the 49ers and the Eagles. Ooh.
I know who I'm picking in that one. And it's funny because all week long and to right now, even last night when I did the show up here, Eagles were favored by 2.5, 3 points. Now all of a sudden it's San Francisco. I'm taking San Francisco outright.
That's you. I'm going to go ahead with the most underrated quarterback in the league, man, Jalen Hurts. People keep predicting his death, and he keeps surviving. I was told that they was going to lose to the Bills, man, and he won the game. I think he's going to beat the 49ers. It's going to be mostly Jalen. So I'll take it.
I'll put it down. I got you.
I'll take it. You got Kansas City, Green Bay against your boy Love. KC. Give me Kansas City.
I'm gonna say one thing about that game. All week, I was on that game. 7.5, Kansas City. Now, as we speak, it's 6, Kansas City. What that tells me, the bettors are begging you to take the Packers and the points. So I'll think about coming back to that game as my third pick this week.
Well,
So you got Chiefs.
I'm on a site, Mace, and it shows 64% of the bets are on KC, and the handicapper, the line has come down. It came out at 6.5. It's at 6, and it's the books. The books are the one who want you to gonna put you on the wrong side. This line, ooh,
Be snowing at game time in Lambeau, by the way, folks.
This is a Sunday night game?
Yeah.
That's line probably might go up, might go down. I'd say it's gonna go down. Kansas City on the road, Andy Reid. I'm just gonna take the Chiefs.
Okay. You taking the Monday night game?
No, even though I saw the way he played against Detroit, he came out and whooped their ass. Love. But I mean, I don't know if he play. I'd say if he plays the way he played on Thanksgiving, yeah, they'll destroy Kansas City if he plays that way, because he wasn't playing. And also that defense, that new linebacker they got, he was destroying
Cleveland Garrett. Rashad Gary.
Yeah, if he's in there making plays like that, yeah, I'd say yeah.
If Green Bay wins Sunday night, even if they lose, Green Bay's gonna win out. Folks, here you go. Tommy DeVito on Monday Night Football. If you don't know who that is the Giants' new starting quarterback. And believe it or not, the Giants look more like a real football team with him at quarterback. But I'm going to take Green Bay next Monday night. Then they play Tampa at home. Then they go to Carolina Christmas Eve. Then they play the Vikings indoors in Minnesota with Joshua Dobbs coming back to earth. Oh, they're killing Joshua Dobbs everywhere. Man, people are some haters out there. It's amazing how people don't love storylines. You know what I'm saying? And then they finish at home against the Bears. I believe win or lose, they'll win out. And they'll get one of those last 2 playoff spots.
I agree with you, bro.
They're coming together at the right time. And love is beginning to take off.
You got Cincinnati with no quarterback.
At Jaguars. You taking that? Or you leaving it alone?
Well, you'd have to take Jacksonville.
Okay.
With Trevor Lawrence, man, you know. Another thing I noticed about him, yeah. He's not going to let you sack him.
Yeah.
He'll be running like he'll see his sack coming, and he'll get rid of that ball, man. I said, man, this guy, you got to get to him, but he's not going to let you sack him.
No, he learned that at how to do that in Clemson.
Mm-hmm.
That's what happens when you play in a great program, like he did in college, and he got a good offensive mind in the NFL, Super Bowl coach. So this is Platt, everybody. College first. Iowa plus 22.5. He's taking it, and Iowa to win outright. Washington plus 9.5. The Huskies to win outright. Miami of Ohio to cover plus 8.5. Tulane to win outright over whoever they're playing. I forgot who they're playing. Oh, SMU. He got the Longhorns to win outright 14.5 against Oklahoma State. Bama to win outright plus 6 over Georgia. Louisville to upset Florida State, and he's taking the 2.5. The Dolphins on Sunday, minus 9.5 in Washington. The Cardinals to go to Pittsburgh and win outright +6. The Texans to win outright. I got the Broncos in this one -3.5 for the Texans. We both agree with Indianapolis -1. Wherever they're playing at Tennessee. Yeah, you gotta take that. That's a gimme. Cleveland to win on the road this week. He's taking the +3.5. Philly, he's taking the +3. KC to win by 6 in Lambeau Sunday night. I'm taking the Packers to cover. And the Jaguars, Monday Night Football to beat the hapless Bengals. He's taking the 8.5 in that one. So there goes Platinum Picks. If you care about my picks, I'll tell you them right now. First one I'm taking in college. Let me go back there for you guys. Let me give you the pros first. That's easy. Green Bay +6. Indy -1. Denver +3.5. Those are my picks this week in the pros. And in college, I am going with, you forget about these college games. UNLV +2.5 to win the Mountain West. See, now the league popped back in my head. I'm taking also Florida State to win outright against Louisville -2.5. And who was my third game again? I ain't touching that game. And I'm taking. Could have sworn. Oh, I'm taking the Huskies with Platt, but I'm taking them to cover, not to win. I'm taking the 9.5 with the Huskies, but I believe Oregon wins the Pac-10. And those are my picks. There you go, folks. If you guys got questions in the chat for Platt about certain games, put them in the chat and we'll look at them for you.
Let's go top 25 right now. What we got? College football. ESPN. Oh, here we go.
We got them Longhorns. I hate wearing those orange and whites.
They got Washington 3. So you got Georgia 12-0, Michigan 12-0, Washington 12-0, Florida 12-0. 4 playoffs. It's 6 teams going, right?
4.
It's only 4 teams going?
Yeah, only 4. That's what our brother told us the other day when I was up in your room. Mm-hmm. He said, "Fly only 4, 12 next year." So,
if it's 4 going, they pretty much already got their mind made up. Unless Louisville gets in there and Washington. So
if Louisville wins the ACC, they're not getting in. I think this is a year where the committee really doesn't care. Like if Georgia loses to Alabama, Georgia's not getting in the playoffs. I'm dead serious about that.
We'll see, bro. You just have to wait and see.
Because like I said, and I said this to Keynes, man was talking about this, I think any of the top 8 teams go in the national championship.
Well, hey, man, they'll all get good bowl games, so
they will get some good bowl games. I will say this for Nick Saban. You people listen. Nick loses Saturday night, he ain't going to give a damn about the bowl game. He'll mail it in. He always does that. He'll mail it in. Alabama will mail it in. And then one year, Nick didn't make it, and they got destroyed by Utah of all teams. I would bet against Alabama if they lose to Georgia Saturday night in that bowl game. They always mail it in. If they're not playing for anything, they mail it in. Jim's likes our picks this week. He likes your picks, Platt. He said, let's get it. So he's going to bet on some of the games you play. Platt's picks are all on the ticker right underneath the thumbnail.
Okay, Mace.
So,
We got the Colts. We got the Cowboys tonight.
yep, Cowboys 9.5 tonight. Dolphins 9.5 Sunday. Colts -1. Arizona +6. Texans -3.5. Cleveland +3.5. Chiefs -6. Jaguars -8.5 for Monday Night Football. And you got the Eagles +3. So you're all covered, sir. I'll tell you that Iowa pick by you, man, to win outright. That's why you're the man up here. I'm just the guy that's hosting the show.
Hey, Mace.
Yeah.
Mace.
Yeah, I'm right here, family.
Why is the back? That's not me, Mace.
What, Miami of Ohio?
No, I'm saying like you it's like you started over the broadcast.
Oh, you mean like, why do I say that? Because that's how I feel. I think if I was doing this alone, no one would care. And I don't mind that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I enjoy you. I enjoy collabing with you. I think it's awesome for me. It is. You know what I'm saying? In other words, what I'm telling you, Play, I don't have an ego, bro. That's what I'm telling you, family. Jefferson says meat, sweat, weekend. Yeah, well, you guys enjoy this weekend. It's the last real weekend of college football. In 2 weeks, they'll start Bowl Mania. And that's the next time me and Platt are going to hit up and do the bowl games for you.
We'll probably right around the Christmas. That's when they'll give you. They're gonna be giving you just like the MAC stuff. You'll be getting 1 or 2 games. We'll do it around. We'll coordinate it, and we'll do it around Christmas and New Year's. That's when you're getting about 4 or 5 games a day, and we can do that. Plus them early games, the toilet bowl, them first 3, 4. No, I don't like them, Mace. I don't like the matchups.
Yeah, the El Pau, where the Miami Hurricanes will be going to Sun Bowl.
I don't know.
Hey, Platt, remember when we were kids, used to always be at the Astrodome, the Blue Bonnet Bowl for the Blue Bonnet.
Yeah, I don't even know what that is. But that's it, though, Mace. Man, we gave it to you, and we made it, Mace. Week 12.
You sure did, man. I enjoyed every week doing this with you. It's been awesome, bro.
Yeah,
really, it has been.
We'll be ready.
Mm-hmm.
We'll be ready, Mace. And I see Angela Reese. She's back activated.
Okay.
Dion. We got to figure out what's going to happen with him.
Keynes think he's going to lose his job.
Who thinks he's going to lose his job?
Keynes was up here with us.
Okay.
He thinks Dion's going to lose his job.
Okay. And we got the quarterback of the college football week, whoever that guy is for Iowa. He's featured on the flyer, Mace.
Let me find out who that quarterback is before you leave.
I think he's the backup because the guy say popped his knee. They got the backup in. We got the Georgia up there, so we still got the Georgia dogs and Alabama boys up there. So
let you know who this quarterback is right now for Iowa. They're going with a kid named Deacon Hill.
Okay.
He's a young brother at quarterback.
You give Deacon Hill and 22 points, Mace.
You got it, man.
Don't you
You're
feel
a braver
comfortable?
man than me, bro.
Don't you feel comfortable with that?
I think if the black guy was coaching, I would take Michigan. But with Jim Harbaugh coming back, I don't know, bro.
Well, they're gonna blame the black guy. It don't matter if they lose.
Why they gonna blame him? He went 3-0.
Why not? Why not? you know, Harbaugh gonna fire him and say, he ain't gonna fire himself.
I don't know who that running back coach is who took over for 3 weeks. But if they lose the way you think they are Saturday night, that is going to be thrown at Jim all week, month on. That media will make his holiday season miserable. You're going to have fans calling up saying that the interim coach should have been coaching that game, and why did Jim come back? And it's Jim's fault that we were in this predicament. And you're right, Platt, Jim's going to fire him.
Well, we'll see though. But all right, Mace. Take care, brother.
You too. I'll be in your whenever you go live. I'll be in your channel.
Probably be live in about 10 minutes.
All right. I like the topic you're doing, so I'll be over there.
Okay, Mace.
All right, man. Everybody, thanks for coming in. I appreciate everybody. Jims, you're great. Let's go Washington. You want to see Penix win the Heisman? And Raven, good seeing you. People in the clouds, hit that like button. And we'll be back in 2 weeks for the bowl games, as we're going to be picking bowl games. And should be fun. See you guys later tonight. I'm doing the Cowboy game up here. Let me see what time I'm going to be up here for Dallas. Let me see. All right, Von Miller was in an incident. I don't know what it was. I don't know what incident Von Miller was in, but this came across the wire. I'll be on tonight at 25 to 8 Eastern, pregame show. This is the Seahawks season right here. And like I said about the Seahawks, they lose this game, then you might as well tank it and get you the quarterback who you want in next year's draft. That's the benefit of Seattle with this brutal schedule going down the stretch. So I will see you guys tonight, 7:35 Eastern, pregame show. Cowboys, Seattle fighting for their lives. I'll see you later tonight, everybody. Thanks for being here. Hit that like button on your way out, everybody.